Okay, welcome back to another video. In this video I'm going to be doing a review on the Soundcore Motion Boom Plus. I appreciate I'm a bit late to this one, it's kind of flown under my radar a little bit. It's been out for a couple months, but Soundcore is a reputable brand and I have liked some stuff they've done in the past, so yeah, wanted to check this one out nonetheless. First thing I notice is it's just like strangely light. I don't know the actual statistics of it, but it's just really light, which to be honest normally isn't a good thing with speakers, because you want, obviously they run off magnets. Magnets are heavy, so the bigger the magnet, the louder it is, the better it is normally, which equates to more weight. So maybe not a brilliant thing really, but we'll see. Does come with a shoulder strap in the box, by the way, which clips onto these things, which is a nice addition. But because it's so light and because there's a permanent handle here, I don't really see any use for it at all. So it's a nice addition, obviously just to throw in the box, but I don't really see when you'd be using it. Obviously no lights of any sort anywhere on this apart from just the buttons on the top here. You've got an extra bass mode, Bluetooth, volume up, down, pause, power, and pairing for if you had multiple of these. I picked this one up for £150 off Amazon. I think you might be paying 175 maybe if you didn't have Prime potentially, but yeah, I'm going to go with a figure of 150. So yeah, for that price you're getting pretty much what you should expect. Quite plasticky materials, doesn't weigh much, there isn't really much fancy going on here. You do have plastic but passive radiator bouncing bits on the side, which is quite nice. The overall design is alright, but it's nothing overly exciting. You've got some generic information on the bottom there, and then on the back you've got the brand name and a waterproof cubby hole thing with some charging. And normally I wouldn't be able to hold a speaker up like this with one hand, but yeah, with this it's a bit different because it's just so light. It's really weird. It still baffles me how it can sound as good as it does, but be this light. So yeah, obviously I'll do a sound test first and then I'll speak about the sound. But yeah, design wise it's pretty basic, pretty standard. You know, you're getting what you're paying for here, to be honest. Budget speaker comes with a budget design, but the sound is a little bit different, to be fair. So I'm going to play at 80% volume like I normally do. Yeah.
I'm on my own, broken alone. I feel the rain crashing down all around this empty town. I'm searching for the lost and found, but you don't care, you're unaware. Keep moving like the scars aren't even there. It's in the air like a blazing flare. Just there 'cause the flames won't burn us. I thought you were the one for me. That's why I gave you everything. Held you close by the stormy seas. Oh, you meant the world to me. Used to kiss your head when you cried for me. Hold your hand while the pain was over. Keep you warm by the roaring sea. You meant the world to me. You're never here. When I'm in pain, you hide and disappear. Like shadows in the atmosphere, charting the stratosphere. Yeah. I prayed for you and kept you near, in hopes you'd chase away my fears. I'm on my own, you made it so.
Okay, so yeah, that's enough of that. But honestly, for the price, the sound is impressive. The bass is not anything to scream about, but the sound is very clear. It does go to a very decent volume, and all in a package which weighs like 3 kilos. It's quite small. Yeah, I mean, for your money, I was trying to think about it earlier. For the money, £150, I think that there really isn't much. You're not going to be missing out. Let's just say that. I don't think I can think of anything really better for the money. for £150 than this. This is definitely up there, like definitely top three for the money. £150. This is very good. And it is a little bit boring. It is a little bit plasticky and a little bit cheap feeling and looking, and it doesn't do anything, you know, out of the box. See what I mean? It's quite standard, but it's a good speaker. And for the money, it is good. I did my last video was on the Tribit Stormbox Blast or something weird like that. And that was 200. And I would, if you have the extra £50, I would recommend upgrading to that. Because the lights and the bass definitely is much more deep than this. But you know, if your budget is strictly 150, you're not going to be upset with this. And it is a very good speaker. I'll pop up some video of the app now. It's just the Soundcore app, so if you've had any other Soundcore speakers, you'll know what it's like. Fairly standard. You've got obviously just volume control. You can change the EQ. It's got some preset modes. I would just leave it on the preset with the extra bass applied personally, but yeah, you can change the others, do a bit of that. I did do the software update on this one as well, which you can do through the app, which worked very nicely, no problems there. And then you can set sleep timers and stuff like that. So yeah, there are some generic options on there. Obviously, see the battery life, stuff like that. But because this speaker's got no lights or customization in any way, really, the app is almost, apart from doing the software updates, the app is pretty much useless. It's obviously a nice feature to have, but you're never really going to use it. And if you never downloaded it, you could use this speaker and it would make no difference pretty much. So yeah, but it is a good app, and it's very fluid. But yeah, I mean, overall this is a very good speaker for the money. It's just depending on, you know, how much you care about lights and bass and stuff like that. But for me, it's for someone who is clearly very into speakers like myself and has had lots of bigger ones in the past. For me, it's a little bit underwhelming. I like some really heavy bass, and I like some party lights, as I'm sure you can tell. So for me, it won't be something that I'll be keeping. It's just not like that for me. But yeah, if your budget is 150 and you want a very portable speaker as well, due to being how light it is, then yeah, you really can't go wrong with this one. So yeah, let me know your comments, obviously, down in the comments, and a subscribe would be awesome.